Hi. I spoke about rejection last year sometime, and then I spoke about, or rather, I talked about how it is very necessary for human beings to have rejection, and sometimes failures, because these are some of the things that will give you the tools necessary for you as an adult, or as you grow up as a child, as you come into adulthood. You are able to understand that rejection is part of life, one, and two, you are able to understand that rejections do not happen necessarily because you are a bad person, but sometimes it happens because either you're not ready, or you do not have the skill set for you to be able to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve, or you're not completely in a place where that thing that is rejecting you is at or what they want. And so rejection and failures teaches you in life that when things happen to you and they do not go your way, you get the tools of learning how to be able to accommodate that and how to be able to accept yourself with that particular lack, because you are not supposed to get everything you want. You are supposed to, as you build into getting everything you want, you are supposed to get through failures, because the failures are going to be the scars that have helped you to learn the lessons that you need to learn for you to be able to become better and perfect whatever knowledge or skills or whatever it is that you've decided to put your heart into. And rejection and failure should be taught at a very early age. When children are young, you should not be able to give kids everything they want. They should be able to start facing rejection from you, and not in a bad way. They should be able to start looking at failure from childhood, and not in a bad way, in a way that we are going to teach them and let them know that failure and rejection are part of life. And because they are part of life, when kids become an adult, and because they have been taught the skills and they've been told of the critical thinking, that when you fail or when you're rejected, it doesn't mean that there's something bad with you. It only means that that particular thing is not your thing at that particular point. And so you can be able to work on things that you need to work on, either that the rejection, the failure has shown you, one, or two, you can be able to let it go completely because it is something that you do not want. So for those of us who are parents, let us learn to teach our children that failure and rejection are part of life. They're going to happen, and they do happen. Let us give them the skills that they can and the tools that they can be able to use to overcome the rejection and the failures that they're going to face in life. Have a good one.